Hi everyone, welcome to How Ines Rolls. I am with Paul again, so we're gonna do something very special. Do you want to tell them what we're doing?
We are gonna reverse sear steaks.
Have you ever heard of reverse seared? I hadn't either until recently. So we recently saw this, was it Tasty video? It was like Tasty or BuzzFeed or something like that, where the guy, like the two guys tested how to make the best steak. And they were all pretty good, but they could tell a difference between each one. And they said that this reverse seared was the best.
Yep.
So Paul's like, I can't wait. And if you saw our grocery haul from Costco, we got steaks just for him to do that. So first off, I've already put some seasoning rub on it, and now it's going to be Paul's show.
So you can reverse sear any steak. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the steak, and Ines has already rubbed it, put the seasoning on it, and you can just season it with salt and pepper or whatever you want to season it with, but she put a beef rub on it, which is gonna make it good. I really like the beef rub. And
the guys in the video did salt and pepper, all right? They were like very little, maybe tiny little bit of butter.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos done, and they all do it differently. So there's no right or wrong way unless you burn it. That would be the wrong way. But there's no real right or wrong way to do it. So you just want to make sure you cook your meat all the way through.
But it's going to be, we're putting it in the oven first.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
So it goes on the grill. It goes on the grill on 225 for about 45-50 minutes. And then when the temperature is up to about 130 on the inside, that's how we like our meat. When it's up to 130, then we'll take it off and put it on either we'll crank up the grill to 450,
okay,
or we'll turn on the gas grill on the sear burner and sear it on the sear burner.
Sounds good. Let's eat. It's gonna take like a couple hours, but it'll be worth it. So this weather right now is like we're in the middle of kind of in between a couple storms. You can see we've already had some rain, and you could hear thunder and lightning. Like you can't hear lightning, but you could hear the thunder. So let me show you what it looks like up there. Look at that, those clouds. You could already see when I was coming up the street that it was already pouring on that side. So should be interesting out here. So you're gonna put some pellets in, as you said?
Yeah,
let me show.
We don't want
them to get wet.
We don't want wet pellets going in the hopper. So I just want to wipe the lid dry from the rain before I pour anything into the hopper. And
just like within a couple of minutes of me saying we're in between storms, it is starting to sprinkle again. So the Traeger's already starting to smoke, so we need to raise the temperature, is that right?
Yeah, we'll bump it up to 225.
And bring out the meat in a few minutes?
Yeah, we'll let it get to temperature. It'll probably take about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Right now it's sitting at 82 degrees. We need it up to 225.
So it's about 4:30 right now in the afternoon.
Close to 6.
Sounds good. So that whole reverse sear thing, what we're doing is getting the internal temperature that we want, which is cooked at 130. I think that's what he said he wanted it at. And then searing it on the outside so it will lock flavor in and all the juices and all that good stuff. Because when you really do it on the grill, you cook it from the outside in, and so you're cooking it from the inside out. Ooh. And so pretty much all I'm doing is making mashed potatoes. I say pretty much only, but I also might make some corn. So totally easy. It doesn't really require recipes, so you'll just probably see me behind here just, you know, cooking or washing potatoes, filling up this pan, and I'll just kind of walk you along, and we'll just chit chat through this whole thing. Just let me know in the comments if you're loving these videos. We have some ideas coming up. I talked to my dad about some special recipes, so those will be coming out pretty soon. So I'm loving this, and then pretty soon when the weather is chilly, maybe we'll kind of morph this with just cooking with Paul. What do you think? Let me know.
220.
220, so it's time to rock. Okay.
5 more degrees.
Oh, 5 more degrees.
No,
okay.
we can do it now. Just kidding.
Oh, so there's the meat. We're ready to go. So there's no sizzle because it's kind of like an oven. So 220 degrees is not going to be very, very hot. So
be not checking it. So we gotta let it sit for, check it in about 45 minutes.
Okay, 45 minutes. Let's put the timer on. So I've got them in the pot. It's just gonna take probably about 15 or so minutes, and just till fork tender, you guys. And then I'm just gonna drain it, put in some softened butter, and just kind of smash it. I love smashed potatoes. So this is pretty easy. And then I just put like a little handful, like a little, what's probably like a teaspoon of salt and as much pepper as I want. And then a tiny little bit of milk to soften it all up to get the consistency I want. So that's it. I'll show you some more as it's cooking. All right, you guys, so I've just drained it. It's nice and soft, fork tender. Time to smash. Now, I have it on a low flame for a little while because I'm still trying, did I just drop something? No. I'm just trying to make sure there's no water in it because it gets kind of mealy that way. So you just want to make sure it's a little dry. And honestly, I did skin these ones because we're getting a little bit older in the pantry. But normally I just keep the skins on and throw them right in, and it makes it so much easier. So let me just get this done. All right, I just put some butter in here. I think Paul just went to go outside and take a look at the meat. He still has a little while before he should even open it. So hopefully he's not doing that right now, but soon. So I'm being very careful because this size pan I'm used to making these smashed potatoes in. So I kind of have it down to a science, so to say. I bet you're probably even wondering, you should just get a bigger pan. And I just feel like it's gonna throw off all of my measurements. So I just take it slow. I have plenty of time, so there's no rush. So you're just gonna work that in. And then this is how much salt I put in. Just about a lick. It's probably about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. Now that is salted butter as well. And then I love pepper in my mashed potatoes, so we put lots and lots of pepper. All right, now I'm gonna start adding the milk. So now up to this point, I mean, really, it's practically mashed potatoes. So this is gonna give it that extra creaminess, and I just do a little bit at a time. So you can see I probably put a little bit too much, but that's okay. I'm gonna just work it in slow, and but little bits, like maybe, I don't know, a couple tablespoons at a time. And then you could just add from that, and it's so good. And then I'll just try it, but it's looking good. So here it is. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. Yum. So I'm just gonna put a lid on that. It'll stay nice and warm for when we're done, because I think we're getting closer to done. But now I get to try it. So good. So I like to mostly undersalt my food because I always feel like once you oversalt it, it just kind of ruins it for me. I know there's little tricks and stuff, but this is good. So if people want to put a little bit more, they can sprinkle a tiny bit more on their own, but I think it's perfect. Okay, so Paul's checking the internal temperature. Well, they do look kind of cooked in there. You know, it's only at 220, so he's got it at or 225, the external temperature. So slowly cooking the middle.
Yeah, it's only up to 115 right now.
And we want it at 130. Okay, so maybe about 15 more minutes or so. So Paul has turned on the sear side to his grill. So we're gonna get that going and get it ready to just put the meat on, right? And then it's just gonna cook a little bit on the outside, give it a crust.
Yeah.
And then I'll be done.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Neither can I.
Because we've had the rains, it's like not as hot. It is extra humid right now, but it's kind of nice sitting on the back porch, smelling the grill and waiting to be fed. Or getting the meal ready anyways. All right, where are we at?
We are at medium rare right now.
Medium rare. So how many more minutes? What do you think? 10? Sounds good. So now Paul is finishing it off on the sear. Isn't that awesome? That's exciting. It's like done.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Do you need to turn off the Traeger?
No, I still have a piece on there.
Oh.
Got a thick piece.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool, all of that searing stuff. So Paul is starting to cut, and oh my gosh, look at, that's like perfect inside. And he was very impressed with that.
The smoke ring.
The smoke ring.
There you go, here's a...
Oh yes, look at that. Let's eat. So we're starting to just plate up, and oh my gosh, oh look at this. It's like comfort food, right? I mean, this is like such a good go-to meal. Yum, I can't wait. Now let me know in the comments if you use sauces like barbecue sauce or A1 steak sauce. I know that's kind of taboo, right? If you're going to a restaurant, like the chefs, they do so well at cooking the meat that you don't need the sauces, but let me know if you still do. Here's a close-up. What do you think of, did you already have a bite of meat? Do you like it?
It's really good.
Yeah. What do you think of the mashed potatoes? You really like mashed potatoes, huh, Ez? You're a fan? And what about you, Mr. I want more meat on my plate? Is that good?
That's good.
So we just finished. Now that was a very good go-to meal. I love barbecue. I love steak. It's so good, right?
It was very good.
So this method, this reverse seared, it took about 2 hours all in all. So if you have like a good weekend to do it, that might be something you can try. Maybe do some research on some different YouTube videos on how you could execute it, and maybe even put like some butter garlic sauce on top. But I thought it was okay. I just felt like maybe for dinner on a weekday, it kind of took a little too long.
Yeah, for sure. I think if we were to do it again, I'd do it on a weekend, or not when we're looking forward to eating so much after work and everything.
I agree.
And maybe with meat that's a little fattier, so the fat can render into the meat more, because smoking it for that long to get it to temperature made the thinner pieces a little dry.
Yeah.
So
that, I mean, all in all, it still had a good flavor.
Flavor was really good.
I do like the meat from Costco, but I'm just kind of like let's grill it and let's eat it, you know? So this being a different method, I'm like, barbecue's still good. So it's just a different approach.
I like trying new on the grill. That's why we got the good grill, so we can play around and see what we like best. And I'm sure we'll do it again, just not with that kind of meat, and
on the weekend. But thanks for stopping by. We're so glad that you've watched this video, that you're liking this series. We have a lot of fun doing this together. We planned it all week long, and so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and click subscribe if you haven't done so already, and stick around.
You just never know
what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.